I'm on. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Funnies. My name is Mark Klaber. I'm co-producer of the show with Denise Medina, who I think is hiding right in that square right next to Greg Brady. Everybody, this is a special show. Hey, Denise, wait a second. Denise, do you want to say a few words before we start?
I do.
Okay, good.
Few words really quick, because I know in my house, even though I've asked everybody, hey, keep it down, I know my washing machine is about to go off and it's going to sound like an alien spaceship is landing on my roof. I know the guys across the street, they're going to start revving up their motorcycles because it's really nice out. I know Donna's excited about that, right? We got an avid motorcyclist here. So let's take it away. Back to you, Mark. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. This will be a fun night. Fun night.
This should be a great evening. It is a fundraiser for the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelties to Animals. So if anybody out there wants to donate $1 or $2 or $5 or $10 or whatever that you can afford, we understand it's a rough time this time. If you want to donate, it's www.aspca.org. Again, that's aspca.org. Let's get this show on the road. We have a real housewife of 818. She is our host with the most. She's coming to us from her club quarantine, where I think the temperature has gone up over 100 degrees. Everybody put your hands together for Jessica Winther.
Hi, guys. I don't have my crown today. I have my kitty ears in honor of the ASPCA. Right? I'm not a cougar. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know.
You're a Viking.
I know that was my trophy wife. It wasn't. Yes, that was my. It's okay, guys. I don't have the ears. I mean, these are the ears. I guess this is my trophy wife scene. I think we have to work on the intro, Mark. The whole Real Housewife thing. I'm not sure.
Like, I know what's going on.
Mark, I know what's going on. Like, are we gonna just tell everybody what's going on? He's like, oh, I know. I mean, I do. I was like, I am a Real Housewife. That is true. I know. This is True Confessionals tonight. Thank you all for watching. Yes, I am a Real Housewife of the 818. I used to hashtag myself Studio City Desperate Housewife. Oh my God, I just told the whole world where I live. But don't worry, because my car's been broken into 3 times this week, so I can promise you, someone knows where I live. Yes, anyways, I did. I was like the Real Housewife of the 818, and then I was like Studio City Desperate Housewife. And I can't do that anymore. I can't call myself a desperate housewife because I wasn't desperate enough to bribe my kids' way into college. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Remember when that was the biggest thing on the planet? Remember when it was like, all these rich people are bribing their kids way into college. That was the worst thing that could happen. Oh, yeah, God. I'm terrible at bribing. I'm terrible. I wish I was good because I have a very expensive house guest that I'm dying to get rid of. Yeah, my 18-year-old son, okay? Just, God, I'd like to get rid of him. I'd also like to get rid of my daughter, but I can't because she's still underage. But it's not true. I love my kids and I want my son to live with me forever. I don't know what that means for anyone, but I guess it just means I've been in COVID too long. I don't know what's happening to me. I will talk a little bit about, I'm happy that everyone's here. I see a lot of smiling faces. Some of them that are checked out. I don't know what's happened with Robbie over here. She's reading a text. I did not send it. It's good, Robbie. It's good, baby. I'll just bring you back in. I'm just here to bring you back in. Like I don't have jokes. I'm just here to rally the feral cats. Lord. All right. It's okay. Guys, we're almost out of COVID or we're not. I don't know what's happening. Days when in the beginning when everybody was like, no, I'm not getting that vaccine. I don't know what's going to happen. And now we all been locked down for so long. We're all like crack addicts. We're all like, where's the vaccine? I want it. We're all like waiting in line. And they're even treating us like crack addicts because they're like, sorry, you're not in the right group. Get out of here. You're like too whacked out. Come back tomorrow. We'll see if you can. I mean, it's terrible. I don't know. Everyone's like, I got it. I think half this group probably has it. I don't have it. I don't know I don't know. I have a lot of other issues, but I don't have COVID yet or the vaccine. Somebody get me the vaccine. I'm just kidding. We'll see what happens. But I've noticed that a lot of people are juicing again. Everybody's like getting ready to get out and they're all like, I'm getting my bathing suit pod ready. I'm going to the beach. And I'm like, okay, I can't even believe that you're juicing now. Like I started juicing when this whole thing started. Pinot Noir, okay? Noir. I've been doing it the whole time. I haven't lost any weight, but my God, I felt better. Okay. I didn't need to lose it. I didn't need to. I mean, I would wake up this whole time. I would wake up in the morning. Well, actually 2 p.m. And I would just stroll in through the dirty clothes, through the dirty dishes, fight my way in, get a cup of coffee and put a little Bailey's in it. Yeah, Bailey's is a cream. Just so we're clear, Bailey's is a cream. Then I would just stroll on out to my backyard in California where there is no snow. Sorry, you guys, Chicago people, New Yorkers. I'd just bask in the sun. I got a horn for New Yorkers?
No,
I haven't even said the word. 40! Okay, I have not said it. But I would walk out and I would just sit in the sun basking and I would daydream a lot in this whole thing. I would daydream about the day that I could wax my yoni.
Does that deserve?
That's not a bad word, okay? It sounds like a flower. It sounds like a flower. I did. All these actresses this whole time were like, oh my God, I'm going to be distinguished. I'm growing my grays out. Well, I didn't grow my grays out here, but unfortunately my grays just were traumatized and grew out somewhere else, okay? I woke up in quarantine and I literally was like, oh my God, my yoni went gray. My yoni. Yeah, it was like a chia pet and a Brillo pad, like all mixed into one. I didn't even know, like I hadn't looked down there in 14 years after my daughter. Okay, I hadn't looked down. I didn't need to. I had a waxer. I had a gyno. I used to have a husband. Like, why would I need to look there? And then this. Oh my gosh. And all these people, I'm distinguished now with my gray hair. So what? I have a distinguished yoni? Like, what's next? Is it going to start quoting Shakespeare?
Jessica. Jessica.
Yeah.
What type of breed of dog is a Yodi?
It's not a yoni. I don't know the breed, but it's the one with like a lot of gray hair and whiskers, like sparse whiskers coming out. Okay.
Like a Shih Tzu.
Not a Shih Tzu. Is that a Shih Tzu, Bob? No. I mean, what's the hairless cat? Because that's what it looks like now. Just go right into that. You know, the one that's like kind of scary that you kind of want to run away from. That's what I had to do. It was so distinguished. It just, I mean, literally, it was like I didn't know what to do. It was like, what was I? It was like, what is it to be or not to be waxed? That is the question. I mean, I wasn't doing any taming of the shrew. It was taming of the pubes. Is that a bad word? Is that a bad word? I don't know. I know. That's my kitty joke for tonight. Oh my gosh, this is a wreck. Listen, that's all I have about animals, okay? That and the fact that actually I got on Nextdoor because, well, the looting and everything was happening. My neighbor told me to get on there. I didn't really care who lived next door to me, but I got on Nextdoor. Wow, these people are crazy, if you think I'm nuts. One of the ladies lives in the canyon and said, look out, there's coyotes in Laurel Canyon. Guys, it's a canyon. I see you, Mark. I'm not blind. Hold on. I'm finishing up my story. Jesus. Okay. She was worried about the coyotes. I was like, lady, you need to worry about the cougars because there's a lot of us out there. Okay. Rawr. And you really need to protect your sons from us. Okay. Like, not the coyote. You can get rid of them. All right, Mark, you distracted my joke and changed it all around. I'm blaming you. I'm just kidding. We're going to get this show started. We're going to bring up these amazing comedians that we have tonight. I am super excited. I hope that I at least got you excited with my kitty talk. Now, our next guest tonight, she has been on She's So Funny in Canada and 5 o'clock Funnies and entertained the troops all overseas. Let's give it up for Charisse Savarin.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Very good. Well, Jesse, I'll have what you're having. You know, anyway, well, you know, I could say I was glad to be here, so I will. You know what's interesting though? You know, the Monday Night Funnies things, I had it on backwards and I had to, and I actually talk backwards. I talk backwards. So kept cut-eye. Did you know that, Tadwon, who did? Oh, well. Anyway, Yevina, you know, my nephew, okay, he loves the fact that bathroom tissues use shit backwards. What are the odds? Okay. And here's the thing. People say to me, well, why do you talk backwards? It's because of the way my parents, like, nobody in my family could sneeze fully. Would you like to see the family sneeze? Please, Mommy, it feels more like home. Here we go. You know, we once had a family reunion. We had a candle lit in the middle of the room. We all sneezed at once. Stayed lit. Anyhow, you know, this Zoom thing is crazy, isn't it? Like, I feel like I'm married again. I'm talking and like no one's responding. You know, and it's really weird too because, you know, I quit doing comedy for a while and I started again about 5 years ago, something like that. And I forgot. And this is for anyone that's watching that's new to comedy. This is a great way to meet straight men with bad credit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I am looking for new headshots. Does anyone know the Denny's photographer? Have you ever seen what he can do for a strawberry? Especially a bad one. Imagine what he can do for my head. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway, I don't even care if you like me or you don't like me at this point in my life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know why? Because I am finally at an age where I feel comfortable in my own skin. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
You know why I feel comfortable in my own skin? Because it's loose. I thought being a loose woman was gonna be fun. What? By the way, any men here tonight that aren't attracted to me, you're gay. They say age is just a number, but sometimes it's the wrong goddamn number. I don't know what's happening. Like, men just ignore us. Like, I don't understand it. You know what's happening? We're all becoming, because of this, we're becoming lesbians or getting involved in dog rescue.
Hello.
I like the peace and quiet. It's good for me. Okay. And I look really good tonight too, by the way. I don't wait for compliments anymore. I don't have time. Okay. Alrighty. And I was watching TV a long time ago. Some of you are too young to know who Art Garfunkel is, okay? But Simon and Garfunkel, yeah. Anyway, he was playing on TV and I couldn't wait, but there was a woman with him wearing lingerie. And I thought, who's this woman? It turned out it's his wife, of course. I think her name was Misty. I guess her parents didn't like the name Foggy. And you know what she was playing? She was playing the tambourine. To me, the tambourine of musical instruments is the appendix. Hey, yes, I did. Yeah, I know. Anyway, okay. I don't understand this either. Like a lot of women. Okay, I really don't understand this because you're paying extra for things that have no hormones. We're hormone free. Hello. Okay. And oh yeah. Okay, this is bad. All right. Like when it comes to men, there's a problem here. I like to give them a chance. This one guy I met, he set himself on fire for a living, which was fine. Okay, but he was non-union. Huh. And because I watch a lot of the ID network. And then I also went out with this guy once. Get this, he had his eyes done, but not the rest of his face. Forgetful, aren't we? And I remember I went out to dinner with him and I'm looking at his face. And it was like really tight here and really saggy below. And I remember thinking to myself, I'd rather see different generations in a family, not a face, And you're laughing so hard, it's killing me. I did stand up and I used to say that's how I set my boundaries, but I can't spit anymore. Oh no. Anyway, okay. All right. By the way, I have been around the block only once. Why? Because I'm lazy. Yeah. I've learned. Listen, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Am I right? Oh, you can't answer me. Okay, anyway, I don't know if you've heard of the Kennedy family, all right? But the men in that family, they had great hair. I think they all kept condoms in their hair. And they were notorious for cheating on their women. And I don't know if you know this or not, but the patriarch of the family was Joseph, and Rose was a matriarch. And darned if she wasn't in bed with him while he was having a stroke. Having a stroke, are we, honey? After cheating on me and humiliating me for 50 years? I'd love to call 911, but that phone was so far away. Having another stroke, are we, honey? One was never enough for you, was it? Anyway, okay. So I'm just going to end on this then. What should I end on? Shit, some stuff. Okay. Well, anyway, I would like you all to live. How's that? First, I just want to tell you that I am looking for a therapist. So does anyone know of a therapist? Because you have to find the right one. Does anyone know of one who would let me post-date my checks until I'm cured? Anybody? I mean, what little bitch, you little bitch until you cure me. Anyway, and I'd like to end this on a beat note. I don't know if you know this or not, and this is really true. I never lie. That's why I'm still a renter. In the last 10 years, 13 people have died. How, you ask? Because vending machines have fallen on them. So the next time that treat doesn't come out of the machine, do not kick it and shake it. You let it be. Because wouldn't it be terrible at your funeral, no matter what great things you've done with your life, all anyone's going to be able to say about you is, boy, he really must have loved Skittles. Very much.
Let's give it up for Charisse Savarin. Yes. Let's give it up. Wow. I feel so uplifted after this. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
You need to get uplifted.
What's happening?
You didn't need to get uplifted. You're really up.
Oh, I know. It's all the crack cocaine I do, but don't tell anybody. I'm just teasing you. I'm inspired. I know. I mean, maybe I'm not. Who knows? I know I'm not. That's probably bad. I don't do crack, everybody, okay? It's just natural.
You're a middle child.
But no, ASPCA, I'm not doing it. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And now up next, we have a comic from Chicago, Illinois. Let's give it up for Brooks Sullivan.
Hey.
Thank you. So I was told ahead of time that this was a clean show, but then Jessica went on and I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to do right now. And I just get naked and hit a crack pipe on camera. Like, I'm not really sure where the line is at this point. I think Jess did it, but oh my God, I don't even know what I was going to talk about. This is, I love getting to do comedy again. I really do. It's been awful not being able to do this. This is my job. I travel the country doing comedy, and I couldn't do that since last March. And I had to get a day job, which was interesting because I don't really have that many marketable skills. So I got into sales, and I was looking for this sales job, and they have all these rules that really didn't make any sense to me. But the one that really bothered me was that cigarette smokers every hour to 2 hours get a 10-minute break to go outside and smoke a cigarette on company time in the fresh air, right? But I have to do cocaine in the bathroom. My time. Which, let's be honest, is just ridiculous. So I marched down to HR, and I learned very quickly that complaining to HR that you're not allowed to go outside and do cocaine in the fresh air is not something you should do. Apparently, doing cocaine at work is only acceptable if you're a comedian or a hooker. Or a deep. I honestly don't know how accurate this joke is. I've only really done 2 of those jobs since COVID started. So things are getting weird over here. I did try and get healthier though this year. I wanted to get a little healthier because I'm stuck around all the time. So I started eating better, started getting the gym a little bit more. The other day at the gym though, this trainer just walked up to me out of nowhere and he's like, "Hey dude, I see you in here all the time. You're putting in the work. You're not getting the results." Like, ouch. That was necessary, but okay. He's like, "What you got to do? Got to get on the keto diet." Yeah.
I thought she was back there with you.
No, she's not with me. This isn't a real curtain. There's nobody back there. I don't even know if that was at me, but here we are. Anyway, so I'm at the gym and, guys really get on the keto diet. I didn't really know anything about it. So he explains it to me and how it's this like super low carb, high fat thing. And I'm like, look, man, this sounds great. It really does. But my wife is Hispanic and tacos are like 1 out of 1 thing she knows how to make. I don't really know if giving up those tortillas is a real feasible option for me at this point. Bro, don't worry about it. All you got to do, lose the tortillas, sub in a lettuce wrapped keto tacos, right? So now I don't go to that gym anymore. Not eating that stuff. So my name is Brooks Sullivan. I'm half Irish, I'm half Italian. You can all see me. I don't look Irish at all. I look 100% Italian. This isn't me bragging about it, because Italians, my Italian family especially, drives me out of my mind, because they are those like, we think The Sopranos is about us Italians. Like, they're that level. Like anytime like you need something, they always got a guy, but they're super weird about it. like, hey, Dom, my toilet's been acting up. Do you know like a good plumber? Like, I got this guy. Don't even call him. He'll call you. Don't ask questions. Does he have a name? That sounds like a question. Why you got to ask questions right now? That's not how this works. Okay. But I was working at this little Italian restaurant, and believe it or not, nobody really wants to buy pasta and meatballs from some dude named Brooks. They don't really trust your authenticity on them. So I'm trying to get better tips. And this other day, this table walks in, and these guys are just these Joe Pesci, Goodfellas Italians that I'm talking about. They got a gold chain on with a freaking pepper hanging off it for some reason. They have the same pinky ring. I'm like, I got to get these guys. And they're not going to get Brooks. So tonight, I'm not going to be Brooks. I walk over to the table. I'm like, gentlemen, how we doing tonight? Name's Joey. I'll be taking care of you. Welcome to Francesca's. What do you say we get a little cheese plate, huh? A little patina, some mozzarella, a little soprasad. Hey, you like meatballs? I got a guy make a meatball like your freaking nonna used to make. Don't ask questions. They loved it. They loved it. Like, Joey, you're our guy. Take care of us. I got you, fellas. I go to the computer. I punch in the order. I look up, and my manager, Mike, is now at this table, and I got to go back there right now. So I start panicking, right? Because, like, Mike does not know Joey. He does not know Brooke. So I don't know who the hell I'm going to be when I get there, but I'm walking over, I'm sweating bullets. Before I can say a word, one of these friggin' Goombas grabs my arm, looks at my manager, goes, Mikey, this guy right here, Joey, we love him. From now on, we come in here, Joey takes care of us. Joey is our guy. Manager's like, what? Who? I'm like, Joey's got you. You're too kind. Let me get you a little vino on now. So I walk away from the table. Now, I think I'm good, right? But I look up and Mike is walking towards me and he looks pissed. And again, I can't lose this job. I'm not making any money as it is. Gets right up in my face. He's like, Brooks? It is Brooks, just in case you forgot. I don't know what the hell you think you're doing right now, or whoever the hell Joey is, but you better have a really good excuse. I'm going to fire you right now because those are some of our best customers. Mikey. I don't know who you think you're talking to like this, but nobody talks to Joey Meatballs this way. All right? You keep this nonsense up. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. A couple of 2-3 guys are going to show up here. You're not in a box. No one's ever going to see you again. Capiche? I got fired that day. Apparently, threatening your boss with a mob hit is not okay at Francesca's. Guys, I'm Brooks Sullivan.
Hey!
Woo!
Oh my God, that was a great story. I love that. I'm sorry you got fired. Now you're like every other comedian, but hey, it happened. It's not like it takes you out of the group, right? You're just like, we're all in the collection together. Non-working funny people. Ta-da! Creating characters, all for ourselves. You just took the Zoom life and brought it right to work. Like, that's what you did. Like, I'm sick of myself. I'm just going to bring it into the office. Yeah, people think I'm from New York all the time, just so you know. People say, and I'm like, no, and it's usually New Yorkers, very similar type of situation. They're like, I don't know you. I know you're from New York. I'm like, no, I'm not from New York. I'm from Vegas. Because why would I lie and say I'm from Vegas? I'm from Vegas. No, you're from New York. You're from New York. And I'm like, what is it? Is it loud? It's because I'm loud. So I talk with my hands. It's because I think I'm better than everybody else. Just so you know, I don't think I'm better than everybody else because that would make me British. Okay, moving on, guys. Moving on. Not a New Yorker. All right. This next lady's been on our show numerous times. She is fantastic. She's been featured at the Laugh Factory, Zanies, the Improv, and in Kenan Thompson's Ultimate Comedy Experience. Let's give it up for Soli Santos.
Thank you, everybody. That was a great story Brooks had. I feel like he should have been promoted just for having the last name Meatballs for Joey Meatballs. He shouldn't have been fired. He should have been promoted because that is a delicious sounding last name. You can't get any more stereotyped as an Italian with the last name Meatballs. As a Puerto Rican, he had me wondering, I'm like, what would my last name be as a Puerto Rican based on food? And I just think it would be
Chimichanga.
Soli rice and beans.
Chiles.
Chilaquiles is Mexican. Know your geography. Let's
Oh no, here we go.
That's a West Coast lady not knowing what she's talking about. All right. Listen, I've been trying to be real positive during this whole pandemic situation, trying to keep, a nice perspective on what's been going on. And I feel like for the past year, if nothing else, we're all going to come out of here coming out a little bit wiser from this experience. What that means to you is, an individual basis. But I feel like I've definitely learned more about myself, and I've learned more about some of my family and friends. Like, for example, I don't have any kids, but I have friends that do, and they have been venting to me this past year on multiple occasions about how much their kids have been driving them absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But they always stop themselves, and they always tell me the same thing. They're always like, Soli, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep telling you this. You don't understand. You don't have any kids. You don't get it. I'm sorry. And to be quite honest, that kind of hurts my feelings, because I feel like I don't need to have kids to get it. I mean, I get it. It's tough, right? I already knew your kid was a jerk. Now you know your kid's a jerk. We're all learning through this pandemic. This is rough times. I've learned about myself that I cannot do a quick Google search without turning into a grad student doing research on their dissertation. Okay. The other day, all I wanted to do was just check what the weather was going to be like here in Chicago. Fortunately, I already knew there was going to be no snow, but I just wanted to check what the weather was going to be like. Now I know what cumulus clouds are. And back in 1955, a 9-year-old Jay Trobeck was scooped up by a tornado while riding her horse and tossed about a mile away and survived. Okay. And all while her mother followed her in a car. Okay, like, can you imagine being a parent watching your child flying in the sky like Elvira Gulch from The Wizard of Oz on her bicycle? Like, can you imagine that? And then her arriving to find her child completely okay? Like, that's just crazy town. I was so enthralled with that story, though. I was so enthralled with that story that I almost made it to work late that day. Okay. So I just jogged to the kitchen and I made it at work in time, because that's what's been going on since I've been working from home for the last year. I'll say this though, I had no idea what the weather was going to be like that day. So I just went old school and stuck my head out the window. And I figured, depending on how high my hair was going to get, was going to determine whether or not I was going to need an umbrella or if it was going to snow. Because the more Rosanna Dana I look, the more I know the chances are we're going to have some precipitation in the city of Chicago. Okay. If you're old enough, you don't even have to go outside to find out what the weather's going to be like, because your body will tell you just through aches and pains alone how bad the weather's going to be. It's like waking up and being like, this is as high as my arm going to go up today. Hey guys, take an umbrella. This means 40% chance of rain. I'm starting to get there. do you remember in the beginning of this whole craziness when they said that this was only going to last for 2 weeks? We're going to be in lockdown for just 2 weeks. And I remember at the time I thought, 2 weeks? 2 weeks, everything's going to be shut down. We can't do anything for 2 weeks. I'm going to go crazy. And after about 4 days, I was like, this is fantastic. This is my calling. I'm never leaving my house again. I mean, I was like, I could do everything just from my computer. I am loving this. It's fantastic. And then about 2 months later, I was like, can somebody talk to me? Somebody. I'm so cold. Oh. It wasn't that bad. I don't live alone. My boyfriend and I, we live together, and it's definitely this pandemic has definitely affected the way we communicate with each other. You know, I found it interesting because, you know, in the before times, we used to just talk about, like, you know, you go to work separately, you come back home, you're like, hey, how was your day, sweetie? You know, now it's gotten to the point where it was like, we just ran out of things to say to each other because we're not going anywhere, right? So it's like, how was your day? It was like, how was my day? What do you think? How do you think my day was? You've been with me for the last 2 weeks straight, nonstop, breathing the same air I've been breathing, in and out. If you're having a good day, I'm having a good day. If you're having a bad day, I'm having a bad day. Your day is my day. My day is your day. This is our day. This is how we're living now. This is our lives now. This is a whole new world, guys. Thank you so much. My name is Soli Santos.
Soli Santos.
Girl, I love that I know that lockdown. I mean, I had it. I was with my entire family. I know you don't have kids, so you don't understand, but I'm just kidding. You're like, I know you get it. You don't have to have kids to know what it's like. I mean, I love that you're like, people talk to me. I was the same way, but after a month, and then I got on with all the school moms. And then I was like, oh my God, I don't miss any of this. And then I just like shut it down. And the beauty is, I literally was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm, and I just shut the computer. Like I was like, ah. And then I didn't talk to them for like 6 months. Were the best 6 months of my life. Okay. So I'm just saying, I got all you guys to work it out with. All my angst. This next lady coming up, she's performed at Zanies. She's a funny favorite at the Continental Comedy Club and has been performing comedy for minimum wage for the last 10 years. We're inspired. All the new comedians were inspired. The one, the only, Pam Engelhart.
All right, Pam. Woo-hoo.
Hi,
Hi.
how's everyone? Hello.
Right.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I think God gives us Mondays just to punish us for what we did over the weekend. That's my take on it anyway. So welcome to my national ASPCA comedic tour. It starts tonight, right here in the comfort of my own home. And it ends here tonight in the comfort of my own home. I got to tell you, the traffic was really light getting here tonight. So no doubt I would be on time. I'm really happy to be here with my fellow and fallopian comics, and all three of the people who probably signed up to watch us. And yes, the rumors are true. I have left the Chicagoland area and I've moved to Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeehaw! You can probably hear the banjos playing in the background. I gotta tell you, I've already met so many interesting people down here, even though they don't seem to have a really good sense of humor. Like a hairdresser in my beauty shop. She's got green hair. All I said to her was, hey, Hey, did you have a sister whose house fell on her by any I guess not. But she didn't take it too bad. She gave me half a peace sign anyway, so she must have a decent sense of humor. And the pedicurists down here, they're like magicians. That guy was able to whittle so much skin off of my heel, and I had so much toe jam. Oh my God, best chips and dip ever. And there was enough for two. And the doctors are brilliant. You guys got to come down here. The doctors are brilliant. I had to sign up with a new doctor, and he said to me, do you have any problems? And I said, yeah, I do. I'm fat. And he said, what are you doing to lose weight? I said, nothing. What the fuck? Does it look like I'm doing something to lose weight? What the hell is wrong with you? You know? So he says, well, what kind of a diet are you on? I said, fat. This is like my diet pyramid. Okay. It's like fat, chocolate, grease, caffeine. You know, is that wrong? I don't know. I said, I'm gonna start doing something about my weight. Lying. That's probably what I need to start doing. Yeah. And I'm definitely not on any keto diet. Oh God, you know, it's depressing though. Every time somebody calls me fat, I just want to cut myself another piece of cake. And then it tells me, well, you should have 1,400 calories a day. I said, oh, okay. And how much at night? You know, great. And I can't help eating down here. The food is great. And it also has a purpose to it because, well, just the other day, I was eating some fried okra. It caused such a combustion. My ass turned into a launching pad. Now I'm working for the agriculture department. I can fertilize this whole town just with one serving. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Oh yeah. And what's really crazy about being down here is there's just so many unsolvable mysteries, like murders. For example, you wouldn't believe it because, well, all the DNA is the same. There's no dental records, none whatsoever.
Oh my goodness.
And then there's this ongoing debate that happens about a man marrying a woman in Tennessee. If he divorces her in Kentucky, is she still his sister? Who knows? This is stuff for Dateline. I'm telling you, this is stuff for Dateline. Yeah. I don't know. And you know, speaking of divorce and tornadoes down here, there's a lot alike because you know darn well somewhere along the line a trailer's gonna be lost. That's for sure. Crazy place to live, yeah. But there's hot news too. You know, you watch TV, like A-Rod and J-Lo might not be together. Who cares? Who cares? I don't know how many more times she wants to be married anyway. I mean, she should look at Betty White, who's almost 100. And why? Because she's not married. You know, come on, give me a break. And there's a lot of exciting news that goes around Knoxville too. As a matter of fact, a hole blasted into a woman's restroom in a luxury hotel today, and the Knoxville police are looking into it. So you just never know what's going to happen. You just never know. But I hope you've all, I'm a registered nurse. Woohoo. That's, you'll realize that after the set, or maybe during it, I'm not sure which, but yeah, I hope you've all been able to get at least one of the shots. I was lucky enough to have both of them, but just be ready for all the annoying side effects. My God, my head hurt so bad the other day. I thought I was growing a brain. And just, man, I read somewhere we only use 10% of our brain. And I was just wondering, what do we do with the other half of it then? I don't know. I really don't know. Seriously, all I have to say, I love animals. In honor of the ASPCA, I believe that every couple tonight, they should all do it doggy style. Oh, grow up. Come on. Doggy style really means the man is at the end of the bed begging while his partner rolls over playing dead. That's all that means. So, no big deal. Yeah. Anyway, I'm dedicating my set to my little friend Sonny, who just died February 23rd. So whether anybody thinks we're funny or not funny, please donate tonight to the ASPCA. Dogs and cats, squirrels, beavers. I have a beaver. They're wonderful, and they're satisfying. And dogs are satisfied you're their boss, but cats want to see your resume. It's a whole different. But I had to dedicate my set to him. And here's my thought for today, and take it seriously. If a turtle loses its shell, is it naked or homeless?
Hi, Pam.
Wow. In the arms of I tried to get Sarah McLachlan today, okay? The best you're getting is me with kitty ears. Like that's
yeah,
it.
I see. That's all right.
Okay, yes, and you're right. I love that. I love your animals. We should have all brought pictures of our animals. Not the live ones, just the dead ones. I mean, what is happening here? Please donate to the ASPCA. We love Pam. God, you're funny tonight. Louise. All right. I did a little funny thing because I'm funny and I'm in my cougar state. This next lady coming up, she's currently playing her favorite role as a grandmother. She's also a friend of mine. I think we could be sisters. Let's give it up for Susan Saiger.
Hey, everybody. It's a COVID party. Yay. We're all on Zoom. How about that? It's fun to stay at the ASPCA. I don't know. COVID. Yeah, we're in it. I mean, otherwise we'd be at a really cool venue, and Mark and Denise would have picked a cool, place, and we'd be live. But no, we're on Zoom. We're all in little boxes made out of ticky-tacky, but none of us are the same. That's how that shit goes. Okay. Oh, I said a bad word. I've had both my vaccinations, and I can't get pregnant. So I'm a stimulus package. And Jessica knows that I am openly gray. And what's left of the carpet matches the drape. Honey, because one day it's just all gonna go, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, openly gray. I'm an older broad. That's okay. That's okay. I realized that I have aged out of the Me Too category. That's the thing. Yeah. And nobody tells you when that happens. You just all of a sudden one day you're walking down the street and it's Like young dudes don't catcall me anymore, and old creeps aren't undressing me with their eyes, you know, and they don't know. What about senior curiosity, huh? What about I could be packing a camel toe, or it depends. It's a surprise in every box. That's what I'm I have 3 kids. Thank you. From 3 different fathers.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket. It gets better. I only know who one of them is. And he was from Scotland, so I didn't understand a word he said. It was like, I use start the boot, whatever. Whoopsie. But when his mom found out I was having a baby, she was like, "Ooh, a Scot, a Jew, he'll be thrifty." And he is very thrifty. He made me a grandma, so that's really good. No, my other 2 kids are adopted, so I don't know who their mothers are either. You thought I was a nasty girl. I am. I just happen to have 2 adopted kids, and they, you know, I did have 2 big dogs. Jessica and I were talking earlier about big dogs. I love big dogs, you know, and I would walk when people would always say to me, "Get a rescue dog, get a rescue dog. You should have a rescue dog, get a rescue dog." I'm like, I rescued 2 humans. I'm going to get a dog that doesn't shed. Okay? And now I have a rescue dog that doesn't shed. So it is the best of all possible worlds. Yes, yes. I used to be married. Thank you. I was married. You know, divorce is hard. It's hard on everybody. My son had to start selling his Adderall to buy weed. I did what any concerned parent would do. I had a bumper sticker made. It says, "My kid sells Adderall to your honor students." You're welcome. There's that peace sign with the 1 finger that Pam was talking about. There you go. Yeah, so, and my daughters who were adopted from another country, because we don't talk about that now because it's not politically correct, but they were these adorable little Chinese orphan waifs, and I gave them a middle-class life, and it was really great, and then I got divorced so that they could have the full American experience.
Oh, no.
I'm working home too.
Oh, good.
Mom's doing great. So I found myself back in the dating world, you know, like in my 50s, and boy, that's a love fest for you at that age. And I went on thematch.com. Anybody else try the Match? Oh my God, those guys were way too nice for me, because I date dudes that are my own age because they can't see anything close up. That's a perk right there. That's a perk. And they also can't hear. So you could be mean to them all day and they wouldn't even know it. I love that. But anyway, these guys from Match were like way too nice for me because they were looking for, you know, like a real relationship, someone to settle down and grow old with. Dude, you're old now. You're looking for someone to die with. Maybe that's me. So not only am I a stand-up comedian, I am also an inventor. I just invented an app, you know, Tinder and Grindr. Well, I invented an app called Geezer. It's for people our age. There's no swiping, no right and left. You know, arthritis. So everything's voice activated. And, my profile on Geezer is like totally different from a regular profile. I had to come up with a profile name, and I couldn't decide between Lunesta and Chill or Cialis and Drill. You guys know which one I picked. I could tell. Okay. And at this age, you know, I don't care what a guy's credit score is. You know, I want to know, what are your lab results? What's the raw numbers? Okay, that's important. Thank you. I want to know, is Grandpa going to code when we put the nipple clamps on? That is something that is important to find out. Okay. And it's like, I don't care what do you like to do, what do you enjoy doing. It's, sir, What are you still able to do, huh? Can you feed yourself? Do you dress yourself? Can you drive? I had this guy tell me he was in between cars. There's a bunch of comics in here. Everybody knows in between cars means old and broke. Woo, that's my type, actually. So I said, that's all right, Grandpa. I will pick you up. So I drive over to his building, and it was an assisted living facility. I had to sign him out from the front desk. What? Reason for visit? Oh gosh, I don't know. How about nookie? Length of excursion? Oh duh, 4 hours. Who doesn't know that? Oh my God, you know, I think when they're gonna get rid of Columbus Day, right? I think they should change that day for guy who invented Viagra Day. Okay, because he gave all those old dudes a whole new world. And that's all their chicks too. And I'm very grateful. So thank you very much. Don't forget to donate to the ASPCA. Thank you so much for having me Monday Night Funnies. It's been a blast.
Geriatric dating, you just gave us a whole new world in that. Now I'm terrified. Okay, the geriatric dating app. Wow, but the voice activation, who doesn't want that? Except when you're driving and trying to do that. You're amazing, Susan. What about people who just want to connect soul-wise? Can we just call it aura? Like, I think we need a whole new scene happening. I'm just saying, I don't know who's on dating apps. I happen to just try it out just to feel a little better about myself. And then I just got off. So I'm on and I got off. Like I looked at a couple people and I was like, I'm good. I think I'm going to be good alone. So there you go. And I'm just going to be like Charisse over here, who's just like sitting there hanging in herself. All right, we're moving on. Okay. So this next lady, she is a New Jersey-based stand-up comedian. She has appeared on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, where she was chosen by Jerry Seinfeld to win the Seinfeld Challenge in 2021. Yay. She won the headliner category of the U.S. Comedy Contest. Let's give it up for Ashley Gutermuth.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are all fabulous laughers. JT, A+. I am so on board. I love it. Love it so much. You're great. I was doing a show 2 nights ago on Zoom, right? And I could hear some people in the Zoom talking, you know, and that's how I know I'm doing super well as a comedian. Come on. When the audience entertains themselves, that's how you know. So there was this woman and I could hear her talking, right? And then she looks at me and then she looks at her friend and you know what she said? I'll tell you what she said. This is what she said. She said, I can't believe that she's married to a man. Looks like you guys can't believe it either. Okay, great start. Are these real curtains? Can I go through these real curtains? You're not alone. Don't feel bad. You're not alone. You know who thinks that too? My friends, my parents. Yeah. And the first time we met, my husband. Yeah. That one stung. That one stung a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. Jessica did a great job pronouncing it, but my last name is Gutermuth. And, you know, it's not that easy. But like, do you know how hard it is to grow up with a name like that? Me neither. It's my married name. A lot of people mispronounce it, though, and they'll say Gutermuth. Gutermuth. Like I'm a 90s punk band. What? And Gutermuth, like, here's the thing. I barely swear, okay? I barely swear. When I stub my toe, I call it a whoopsie daisy. Guttermouth, you know? It's annoying. It's really annoying. I got a honk on Guttermouth. It's like, that's a filthy word. By its nature, that's correct. That's correct. It is a dirty word. Imagine what it's like for me to get checks, Mark. You know, they're just my last name is blanked out. That's filthy. I don't know. It makes me mad. You know, it's like, come on, you can't even pronounce a simple word. One T makes a long U. Gutermuth. I don't know. I looked it up and it's German and it means gutter mouth. That's on me. Turns out I'm pronouncing it wrong. Okay. All right. That's fine. So I am married and my husband, a man. Believe it. Believe it. Take it in your heart. I'll just let it sit with you for a minute. Just let it sit. My husband is 20 years older than I am.
Oh.
Maybe I should let that sit with you too, Mark. I had somebody recently in like the chat window go, he was just trying to be nice. And he goes, 20 years. Is your husband 32? All right, you're
That's
trying to.
not legal.
I see what you're doing there. There you go, JT. You got the math faster than I did. And I was like, 1 carry the 4. What? No, he is not. Nope. 20 years is a big age difference, though. You know, he's got sweatshirts older than me. He still wears them. Yeah. Mark, I bet you have sweatshirts from the 80s. Do you?
Yeah.
Yep, right there. He's wearing it. No, I found this humorous. You need 2, I think, 1 for each leg. You know, he still wears these sweatshirts, and you could tell the old ones because they just say things like Blockbuster. He's got one that I made him throw away. It just says iPhone 4. Why do you even have that? That's like 1999. I don't know. But you guys are great. But sometimes people can be a little judgmental about me being married to an older man. But guys, like I'm here to tell you, it wasn't like my goal. I wasn't wishing on a star for an old man. Give it to me. Like blowing out my birthday candles. What did you wish for, Ashley? Oh, we'll find out. It'll make it awkward. Thanksgiving wishbone. Just, I hope he's here. I didn't have it on my vision board. You know, you understand. Imagine what that would look like on a vision board. Just like a guy hunkered over with a cane, just prune juice. My mom walks in. She's like, Ashley, what's that there? What's that? What's on there? Oh, that's my retirement plan. She's like, as long as you're planning. I try not to talk about being married to an older guy too much because it tends to give other men hope. Does that make any sense? You know, they'll ask for my husband's number and be like, how did you do it, man? How did you do it? Give us the secrets. Can you write a book? He doesn't know. I pounce on my husband like a gazelle. He has no idea. So most men love it, right? Not my dad, which is crazy to me because it's his fault. All right. It's his fault. When I was 5, my parents bought me a poster of Phil Collins. Because when I was 5, little girls were either into My Little Pony or Genesis. It's important. So my dad thought it would be cute to have me kiss this poster every night of Phil Collins, right? Fast forward 20 years, and he's mad when I marry an old bald man. That's on him. My name is Ashley Gutermuth. Thank you very much.
Ashley, that was fantastic. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I'm learning a lot about this older generation tonight. Okay. There's a lot of information going on around here. I feel like we're all evolved, and everybody that's donating to the ASPCA will also feel the same way. The thousands of people watching tonight, they're like, well, look at this. Ashley's happy. I maybe should have married somebody 20 years older. Then I wouldn't be getting divorced. Just saying. Daddy issues. You know how that goes. All right, we're moving right along. This gentleman, he's a star from the hit BET show College Hill and Virgin Island. You can catch him on HGTV 2022 after putting the money that he made in comedy into buying and renovating homes in St. Louis. I saw him recently. I adore him. Let's give it up for Willie Macc.
I think those credits are so funny every time I hear it now, because it's like I went from the blackest network to the whitest network. BET, and it's like, oh, I see that. Then it's like HGTV, and they're like, who? Like the same person? It's funny because like some people will be like, hey, what's the name of your show so I can look out for it? I'm like, I'm the only black guy on the whole channel. Like you'll see me. It's like having that piece of food in your teeth. It's like, hey, something's right there. No, that's Willie and his show. Like, oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's the glasses, and the glasses just make me look safe. That's all it is. Like that's why I wear them. Like look, I'm gonna come up. Hold on. If I come up close, like if I take my glasses off and look at everybody like this, like this angry black guy that's staring into me all leaning. But if I keep this face and put my glasses on, now I look like I'm thinking about something. That's the only reason me and my dad JT wears these things, man.
Special effects.
Special effects. The Superman effect. It gets them every time. Like this guy was on BET right here. This is BET. This was College Hill. This guy will sell you homes all day. I don't know. I got vaccinated. I'm not on none of the lists. All I did, I got the Johnson & Johnson, and they tried to see what part of the list I was on. They was like, are you an essential worker? I was like, nah. They was like, are you a teacher? I was like, nah. They was like, then what are you? I'm like, I'm black. Like that's I wear glasses. Like, can I get the vaccine? They're like, they really did not even question me on anything. I was like, can I get it? They was like, sure, just stand in line. We don't because they're throwing away so many of these vaccines. I know you all are hearing about it. It's ridiculous. Like thousands upon thousands at each site, because they only got like an 8 to 12. Like, this is now turning into a TED Talk. Like, this is no joke. Like, where's the funny part in this? Like, no, this is where it's really happening. But it was important for me because growing up in St. Louis, I didn't know about a lot of medical conditions. Like I didn't know what a lot of things were, because I kind of grew up in the hood, and like for example, I didn't know what psoriasis was. Like I didn't know that. I didn't know what that was. Like we just used to call those people ashy as hell. Like that's all. Look at JT. He got lotion. He's like, no, I got a condition. It's like, yeah, it's called being ashy.
Some Vaseline.
Vaseline don't even help him. Look at him. It just highlights it. It just makes it this ashiness shiny.
Right. Tell our parents about that.
Vaseline was an interesting one. Vaseline made you waterproof. Like I remember when we used to go swim, my mom would put Vaseline on us, and I would come out just as dry. It was like, it's a miracle. It's a superpower. But I mean, we use Vaseline for everything. Then we use that when we got ashy. I put it in my hair. I didn't know it wasn't supposed to go in our hair. Man, look, I grew up wrong. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. I'm not proud about any of my childhood experiences. Like I didn't know what an albino was. I had zero idea that was a loss of pigment and just lack of melanin and all of that stuff. Like I grew up in a black family, so I grew up with I'll slap the black off you. You know,
I'll beat you to the white meat shows. So in 4th grade, when I seen my first albino black kid, I was like, oh, that's a bad kid right there. Like, what did you do to have your mama slap the black? Have y'all seen an albino? Like they look like Skittles with the flavor sucked off. Have you ever sucked the flavor off? Jesus. And like, oh, that's Brian. That's the same color as Brian. I'm not proud about how I was raised at all. Like, I got a son now. My son's 18. Like, I got an 18-year-old. Don't do that, Jessica. Don't make your eyes all big. Jessica now trying to figure out how old I should. Black don't crack divided by 3. Really, 68? Like, no. I just started early, like, and we was listening to who was that talking about they haven't been working during quarantine. Like, I haven't been Brooks. Like, Brooks, I haven't been working during quarantine either. Like, it's been rough. Like, I had to borrow money from my son to pay child support on him. That's where me and my son's relationship. I'm like, Malcolm, I'm gonna give it right back. Like, I just need the courts to see it. JT, I'm raising my son just as bad, man. I'm telling you, like, now I'm doing a little bit better. Like, I am like, I sent my son my son goes to a private school, which is like backfiring on me right now, because like a couple months ago he was like, hey Dad, you think we can go camping? I said no. Like, he's like, why not? I was like, because we're black. Like, we don't camp. Like, we're not out there. There's been 20 seasons of when animals attack on Discovery, and now one episode had a black person getting kicked in the chest by a goat. We ain't out there getting our ankles bit off by badgers and like, you understand when it says, hey, beware, we like, that's not for us. Like, I don't want to relive, what is this, like a slavery escape house? Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go camping. Like, I don't want to. If you want to do something dangerous, Malcolm, go wear a hoodie and walk through Beverly Hills. Now that's risky. Oh, that's too much. All right, Mark. Mark gave me the light on that one. He's like, no, you went too far. I'm talking about menstrual cycles and just gray hairs on this show. You can't talk about it. Ain't talking. Let me stop. Like, here's the real reason why I won't take my son camping, because I don't believe what white people say about wildlife. That's the true honest story. Like, if you can Google this. Like, they say with grizzly bears, like, if you see a grizzly bear in the wild and it stands up and it gets big, you get big with the grizzly bear, and it's supposed to scare them off. Then the white people made a cute little rhyme. It's like, if it's brown, lie down. Like, the bear's supposed to sniff around you, and then it like scurries off. But then they said, if it's a black bear, run to the nearest lake because the black ones can't swim. It was like, wait a second. Are we still talking about bears here? Black bears don't like messing up their fur. It's like, wait a second, Google. Like, no, you ain't do it. All we gotta do is put Vaseline on and we're good. Hey, y'all, I'm Willie Macc. Thank you all for listening.
Okay, Willie, first of all, you need to come to middle-aged white women houses if you want to be lubed up and not ashy, okay? Necessarily to my house, but you can come over if you want. I'll invite. I don't want to be like the cougar on the show, but I'm just saying we are full of creams and oils. Okay, I don't know, but every white woman on here, I'm sure, is like, oh, I had a bath. I was like all creamed up, and that's our thing is lube. You don't need Vaseline.
I feel like this conversation needs to be done on like a Zoom just between us two. Like, why is now everybody invited into this experience that's on like page 13 of—
That's how I keep it clean. That's how
you keep it.
This is not the 70s.
I it is the 70s. That's when I was raised. Come on.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Because if it was, if it was a group thing, it'd be the 70s.
Oh, you mean the camp party? And by the way, Willie, I also don't camp, okay? And I don't know what, it doesn't have to do with bears. I'm like, where are you camping with all these bears?
Man,
Not everywhere has bears.
I don't want none of that.
I get it. I'm just saying. I'm not a camper either. And again, I don't know. Forget it. I'm moving on. It sounds like I'm hitting on you. Like I'm not. I'm just being friendly.
I camp at the Holiday Inn.
I'm not. Okay. I'll just stop now and get myself out of this mess that I'm in.
Well, I'm glad you're lubed up. You could just slide right out of it.
I'm sliding out now. Lord, what is happening to me? All right. This gentleman, he is known as the man of 999 voices. His show consists of impressions of famous celebrities and cartoon characters. He is a regular on this show. He is friends with everybody except for me for some reason. I'm just kidding. Let's give it up for Bob J.
Thank you. How's everybody doing? Great show, guys. Awesome show. Actually, I actually do know what a Gutermuth is. It was my first car. It was a Volkswagen Gutermuth. It was like the first I ever drove in my life. But no, I'm down with that. It's really good. A little serious spot right now. This is for the ASPCA. I have a picture here. I don't know if you guys can see this or not yet. There it is. Can you see that? This is Cubby. Cubby is a Californian Yuki. Jennifer raises these. There's a little Cubby. I hope someday to become a Bruin and go to UCLA. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait. I hope it never grows up and becomes a bear. Because then it'll have to play with Andy Dalton. I can't do this anymore. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to hand this over to Homer Simpson. Homer. Oh, that poor little bear. Oh, fuzzy and soft. Well, I have a doggy, as you know. Actually, a couple of them. Snowball. Snowball 1, Snowball 2. And because of that, I never had a kitty cat. So, in honor of ACPCTWA, I would like to sing a song from the movie Cats. Midnight, get a dog from the plane, and the moon lost her memory. She is smiling alone in the campground. Don't! Sorry, Willie Macc, I didn't mean anything about camping. I know you don't like that kind of stuff. You know what, Willie? You would love camping. Oh, marshmallows, hot dogs, s'mores, chocolate marshmallows and graham crackers. Listen, go! Oh, sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, hot dogs. I got it now.
I'm only up because I have
What's that? What's that? Oh, you're somebody talking. Oh my God. This voice is in my head again. Stupid standard. Oh, how come I'm not on this show? How come Mark never even calls me? Where's Homer? Well, I'm done anyway. Here's another guy that had a puppy dog. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like him, Willie. Sylvester Stallone. Hey, how you all doing out there in Zoomland? I heard that we're doing a little special thing for Aspica. It's like, when you sing and there's no music or anything, like you gotta be an acapella to do this. as you all know, I had Turtles, Cuff, and Link, and my dog Butkus. So I'm gonna dedicate this song to Butkus. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's there. Hey, yo, Buckers, that's for you out there. It's been a long time since we've been together and stuff. But I appreciate it. Hey, Apollo, I thought you were really funny about the camping and stuff. You know, I just want to say that, you know. But right now, I'd like to bring my good friend. Hey, yo, we're talking about acapella. You know, that stuff is, you know, used to sing it in Black Sabbath. You know, like when the band didn't show up. So here's my good friend, Ozzy Osbourne. Hey, yo, Ozzy. Oh, man. This stupid Greek doesn't want to go on. I think this was Zoom, otherwise the audience would think I look stupid. All right, yo, here's Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy, we're doing acapella. Here we go. Hey, as you know, I have my share with dogs all over the damn place, crapping all over, you know, with Sharon and stuff. So everybody out there that has a doggy, or you know, or kid, or whatever you got, I want you to sing a song. This is a sing-along. I hope you know the words. We're gonna all sing bingo. Here we go. Ready? There was a farmer, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-O and I, M-O-U-S-E, M-O-U-S-E. On that farm, he lived in Australia, and then he had a llama. Hey, Heather Locklear, Jessica, do you have a dog?
Yes, I'm trying to get it here. I'm trying to get it imported in.
What's the name of your dog?
Zula.
Gula.
Yes, I'm thinking Zula and Starbud.
Zula and Starboard. All right, here we go. We're going to sing Jessica's. Here we go. We had a dog on the farm. His name was Zula and Starbucks. Zula, Starbucks, cappuccino, latte. Zula. Well, this is Susan Saiger. Do you have a dog?
I do. I do. I have a
What kind of dog do you have?
She's a rescue. She's like a little white dog. I don't know.
Don't get pissed, Willie. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this one. What's the dog's name? Better not be Cracker.
Her name is April May.
All right, April May. We're gonna sing to April May, and then we're gonna be done because Mark's gonna.
He got it, Mike.
Show the light. This is. We'll dedicate this for Willie Macc. Here we go. Susan had a dog and lived in wherever she does. What was his name? Oh, played for the Giants, Willie Mays. Played for the Giants, Willie Mays, and that was his name. Oh, thank you. Oh, please, you cheap people out there, donate all your money and stuff. This is for a good cause. You know, we're taking care of squirrels and chipmunks and llamas and turtles and armadillos. This is for the armadillos. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
Hey! I have to tell you, I tried to get my dogs in here just for effect, but it didn't work. And now I'm melting. Okay, literally melting into the sun. This was fantastic show tonight. Thank you to every single comedian. You guys were so great tonight. It was such a pleasure to watch. I know everyone out there, the 5 viewers, are going to be like, so, no, I'm just kidding. The 5 viewers that we get on Zoom nightly. That's not true. We get a lot of viewers on Zoom. Oh, yes, there's the bear, Bob J's bear.
No, that's you. That's Yoki.
We're all going camping shortly. It's good to see that Willie's got himself a white woman right there. Okay, so I'm
on HGTV now. I gotta change my women up.
I know. Gotta keep it going. It's amazing. Thank you to every comedian. You were fantastic. Thank you to all the guests that watched. Thank you, huge thank you to Mark Klaber and Denise for putting this. Denise Medina for putting this together.
Hey, Denise.
Say it again. Oh, thank you for donating to the ASPCA. We just got Charisse just going on right now. And I got to get out of here before I completely melt into my own backdrop. Thank you again for watching Funnies. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Good night.
Thank you, everybody. Woo-hoo!
Y'all.
Great show.
Great stuff.
That was fabulous.
So good.
Take care, everyone.
Gosh, you guys were so good tonight.
It was fun. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Did an incredible job.
Thank you all for coming. You guys made a great show tonight.
I hate to individualize the talent kudos, but it was across the board amazing. You guys were amazing. Enjoyed it.
Very good.
Yes.
Hey, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Bye, twin.
Hey,
See you
Donna.
tomorrow night.
Bye, Mark. Yes, tomorrow. Bye, Brooks.
That's a great show.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Ozzy's got to
Bill.
go. He's
Bob.
teaching speech lessons.
Bye, Denise. Bye, Mark.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Pam.
Bye, JT. Bye, Jessica.
Folks, have a nice night. Safe commute home. Oh, wait.